Son, daughter, tonight the night feels heavier than usual. You lie down expecting rest, yet your mind races, sensing pressure you cannot name. Darkness surrounds your home, yet what you cannot see is more real than what your eyes perceive. Unseen chains tighten around your thoughts, whispers of fear brushing against your soul, urging hesitation, doubt, and worry. Urgency is not an illusion. Every moment ignored gives authority to forces seeking to disrupt peace. Scarcity presses in. Few recognize that the hour before sleep is a battlefield, where Psalm 91 is not just comfort, but a shield waiting to be activated. Moses too faced nights like this, alone on the mountain, surrounded by invisible threats that tested his faith. He knew what it was to walk in the tension between seen and unseen, to confront dangers that were felt but not visible. Psalm 91 was his answer, a divine strategy to claim safety and authority in the midst of uncertainty. Tonight, this video will lead you to awaken that same authority. You will see that the night is not an enemy, but a stage for your faith to rise. You will understand why your mind cannot rest when unseen threats gather, and why God's shield is already in place, ready to guard your family, your home, and your spirit. Fear is not random. Restlessness is not weakness. These are calls to action, opportunities to declare authority and to claim protection before the enemy manifests. By the end, you will be invited to write a prophetic phrase, activating God's protection, and to pray the Lord's Prayer, sealing the shield over your life. Tonight, the invisible becomes visible, the powerless becomes empowered, and the night transforms into a sanctuary under divine guard. Why invisible ties strengthen at night? Son, daughter, the night is not neutral. It is a battlefield where spiritual pressures escalate the moment human attention fades. During the day, distractions, work, noise, routine mask the subtle attacks on your soul, hiding the chains tightening around your thoughts, emotions, and even your family's safety. Moses knew this well. Darkness never surprised him, yet it demanded vigilance. He understood that the unseen is often more dangerous than the visible, and that spiritual ties gain strength when ignored. Psalm 91 teaches that what you cannot see does not lack power. The enemy thrives in shadows, working silently to shape fear, anxiety, and unrest in your mind. Scarcity presses in. The longer these invisible ties remain unbroken, the more they control your thoughts, your sleep, your decisions. Authority is revealed here. God allows pressure not to crush you, but to demonstrate that His power is stronger than any hidden force. Tonight, understand this truth. Every restless thought, every sleepless moment is a call to awaken. The enemy does not wait for visibility. It prefers deception, knowing you will underestimate the urgency of spiritual vigilance. This is your invitation to recognize the battlefield before you lie down to sleep, to declare through prayer and faith that your mind, your home, and your family are under God's authority. The plot twist is subtle yet powerful. The night seems oppressive, but it is actually a stage for divine demonstration. When you claim Psalm 91 over your life, invisible ties do not control you. They are broken before they even manifest fully. The moment you acknowledge them, name them in faith, and speak God's authority aloud, the unseen loses power. Your awareness, vigilance, and spiritual declaration tonight are not optional. They are the key to ensuring peace, protection, and restoration while others sleep unaware. How fear masquerades as restlessness. Son, daughter, the restlessness you feel is never random. What you call anxiety, racing thoughts, or tension is often a spiritual signal. Fear is not always visible. It hides in subtle unease, whispering doubts, and nagging uncertainty. Moses recognized the pressure of the unseen, the weight of forces operating beyond sight, yet he relied on God's authority to confront them. Psalm 91 reveals the principle. Awareness and reliance on divine protection are your defense. This is the night where small hesitations can multiply into spiritual captivity. Curiosity triggers awaken. The tension in your body, the sleepless thoughts, the racing heart, they are not coincidences. They are focused, strategic attempts to steal your peace, weaken your faith, and cloud your judgment. Scarcity looms. The longer fear is ignored, the more influence it gains, embedding doubt and worry deeper into your mind. The plot twist is striking. What feels like random tension is actually targeted. The enemy does not strike at random. It aims at your faith, your authority, and your ability to declare God's promises. Restlessness is its camouflage, masking a spiritual attack as human fatigue or mental unrest. But the truth is, every moment of awareness, every prayer spoken, every claim of Psalm 91 begins to break that camouflage. Your body may be ready for sleep, but your soul senses the threat. The key is intentional spiritual action. Recognize the alert, identify the fear, and speak God's authority aloud. Moses stood firm even when the threat was unseen. You too must act before the night steals your peace. When you declare protection over your life, your home, and your mind, restlessness loses its power and divine peace takes its place. Tonight, fear is a messenger, not a master. You are not at its mercy. You are about to learn how to respond, how to reclaim your nights, and how to ensure your soul sleeps under the shield of God's presence. When the enemy strikes silently, son, daughter, the most dangerous attacks are the ones you cannot see. They arrive quietly, hidden in the shadows of your mind, in the silence of your home, in the moments when your attention falters. Moses faced threats that were invisible, yet they pressed relentlessly against his mission and his peace. Psalm 91 teaches that protection is not only for what is obvious, but for the unseen, the hidden, and the silent. Subtle fears surface when you are alone, when the world seems unaware, when everything feels still. Anxiety, doubt, and unrest are often indicators of spiritual pressure, not coincidences. Pain, pleasure triggers appear. You can either remain unaware and allow fear to tighten its hold, or you can awaken to the reality, confront it with faith, and activate God's promises over your life. Authority is revealed when you recognize the silent attack and respond intentionally. The plot twist is profound. The enemy cannot triumph. Its power lies in invisibility, in unawareness, in the false sense that danger is not present. Once you name the attack, once you declare God's shield through Psalm 91, the unseen loses its influence. The silent chains break not with sight or force, but with spiritual awareness and verbal authority. Tonight, understand this. The moments you feel the most isolated are often the moments when God's protection is most active. Your recognition and response are the keys. By acknowledging the silent strikes, claiming Psalm 91, and speaking your authority aloud, you shift the balance. What once threatened in silence now serves to showcase God's power, divine protection, and your rightful dominion over your mind, your home, and your family. The night is a stage for faith, vigilance, and activation of God's shield. You are not powerless. You are not alone. The unseen cannot outmaneuver the one who calls upon God's authority. Declaring God's authority over your life. Son, daughter, tonight is the night to speak boldly. Invisible chains, silent attacks, and restless fears are all subject to the authority of the God you serve. Psalm 91 is not just words. It is a declaration of dominion over darkness, a command that the unseen must obey. Moses did not wait for threats to appear before he acted. He spoke, he prayed, and he trusted that God's power would respond before the enemy could manifest fully. Your voice is the instrument of activation. Every word you declare in faith breaks ties that have held you, your mind, and your family captive. Scarcity reminds you that few act before fear fully manifests. Many drift through the night unaware, letting invisible pressures dictate restlessness and anxiety. Authority tells you this: speaking God's promises aloud transforms the battlefield into a place of divine protection. Write a prophetic phrase declaring God's shield over your mind, home, and family. Do not wait for the pressure to intensify. Declare it now. Visualize chains falling, darkness receding, and peace taking its rightful place. Let your declaration pierce the night like Moses' staff, igniting God's protection across every corner of your life. The plot twist is profound. The enemy depends on silence. When you name, when you speak, when you claim Psalm 91, the unseen cannot operate in secrecy. The night may still whisper threats, but your voice carries the authority that commands them to flee. Fear loses power not because it disappears, but because it is recognized and confronted with divine authority. Tonight, your declaration is more than words. It is spiritual activation. Each syllable aligns heaven with your reality, shifts the invisible battlefield, and ensures that rest, safety, and peace are no longer wishes, but realities. The unseen is confronted, powerless against the authority you wield in faith. Rest and security after breaking invisible chains. Son, daughter, the night is no longer a time of anxiety. The invisible chains, the silent attacks, the pressures that once kept your mind restless have lost their grip. Psalm 91 has completed its work. Awareness awakened, authority declared, and protection established. Moses rested with confidence only after activating God's shield, knowing that faith and declaration had already dismantled the enemy's plans. Tonight, your soul can experience that same peace to help spread the word of God, ensuring others receive this shield of divine protection. Your engagement is more than digital. It is spiritual support that allows God's truth to reach others who need to claim safety and peace in their lives. The Lord's Prayer now becomes your seal, wrapping your home, family, and mind in divine authority. As you speak it, feel the weight of God's protection settle upon you. The night transforms from a battlefield into a sanctuary. Fear, restlessness, and unseen attacks are rendered powerless, and your family sleeps under the full guard of the Most High. The plot twist is glorious. What once seemed threatening and invisible is now subdued, neutralized, and transformed into a testimony of God's unwavering presence. You are not merely surviving the night. You are walking in the reality of divine protection. Every breath, every moment, every corner of your home is shielded. The night becomes a witness to your faith and God's faithfulness. Tonight, invisible chains are broken. Your home, mind, and family rest fully under God's authority. You are safe, secure, and embraced by divine protection.